everyone. We are currently resuming our CSS journey. What is CSS? Its key aspects and its benefits. And we also seen a beautiful website after applying appropriate stylings in CSS. Now in this video, we are going to learn about the types of CSS and its syntax and how CSS is used in a HTML file. There are mainly three types in which we can apply CSS to a HTML file. They are inline CSS, internal CSS, external CSS. Now we are going to learn this in detail. Inline CSS. Inline CSS refers to the practice of including CSS styles directly within individual HTML elements using the style attribute. This means that you define the styling for a specific HTML element right within its tag. Now let's see its implementation in the code. Now here, if we see the code, we have declared this style in the p tag itself. This is called as inline CSS. Here, this is the styling which we have given in the style attribute. Let us see the output. Here, the text given in the paragraph tag is welcome to the skill activate. We can change it. Now I am giving it as some 32 pixels. And if we save it, you can see that the size of the text here is increased. And next, the color given here is aqua. For example, I am giving some pink color. Now, if you save this, you could see the change in color of the text. In the following code, we have increased the size of the font by some 22 to 32 pixels. Pixels, px is the unit of font. Here also we can use multiple colors in CSS and also different hex codes and RGBA values for different colors. Let us take another p tag which says hello. Now save it. Here it is just normal without any styling. Why? Because the style attribute is given using inline CSS in the particular style attribute in the particular p tag itself. So this styling would apply only for this text which is embedded in this p tag and won't be applied to the other text or content on the web page. But the main disadvantages of using this inline CSS is that we can't declare this inline CSS for each and every tag that we use. The next one we have is internal CSS. Internal CSS, also known as embedded CSS or inline CSS, is a method of applying cascading style sheets directly within a HTML document. Don't get confused, just be clear. Let's see this in the code. Now I'm opening internal.html. Now in this, the style tag is taken in particular and the style attributes are given here. And in the body section, the p tag is taken. Now let us try this by looking at the output. Now here, the text is taken as welcome to skill activate. Here, the styling applied to this particular text is the color is green, the font size is 22 pixels, and the font family is Times New Roman. For example, if I take another p tag and I give some text as hello. Now save it. You can see that the same styling properties are applied to this p tag also. So what do you understand by this? Same division, for example, I am taking a h1 tag, a heading, in which I am giving the same same text hello. Now save it. You could see that there is no styling applied to this. These styling attributes are not applied to this text. Same division, more understanding. Now I am changing this p to h1. Now let's run this. If you see here, these stylings are now applied to this text, which is given in the h1, and all the p tags are same. Now you can take another one and apply the styling for p tag. For example, I'm giving some color as from this I'm choosing the blue, and after color the font size. Here we have many options to choose different stylings. For now I'm choosing font size some 28 pixels. And next some font family. I'm taking it as some Arial. Now let's save and see the output. See, now this selector P has these following style attributes, and these are applied to the text which are taken in p tags in the whole web page. Now this is all about internal CSS. And the last type of CSS we have is external CSS. External CSS, also known as linked CSS, which is a method of applying cascading style sheets to HTML documents by storing the CSS rules in separate external files. Now let's see how this can be implemented using a code. Here now I'm taking the external.html, and in this the link is given which contains the href attribute, and it has the external CSS file. Here you can see that external.css. The styling which is given in another file can be saved as .css file, and that file is linked to this HTML document. Now let's run this. See, the text is given here, welcome to Skill Activate. And now what styles are applied to this? Let's see that in the file of external.css. See, these are the styles that were given to the p tag. Now here, this is external.html, and here this is the external.css. This is the style file. This is the CSS file in which we have included the styling, and this is the original HTML document. Here this external CSS file is embedded in link of href attribute in the HTML document. Now, these stylings are applied to this p tag here. Welcome to Skill Activate. So, now let's see this. Present we are considering only the styling. So now, the font size is 32 pixels. Now I would make it some 42 pixels. See, the size is increased. And here we have a new style attribute, that is text align, which means we can place the text wherever we want on the website. See, if this is not applied, for example, now I'm removing this. If you save this, you could see that the text came to the left side. Now to make it visible in the center of the web page, we will be using the text align. Just try all these options while you are practicing. Everything couldn't be explained in this session as it would take very much time. Now you could see that it becomes in the center of the page. So this is how we will be applying the external CSS. We'll be creating an extra file with the extension .css, and we will be getting that and embedding in the HTML document in the link attribute. If we need to apply same styling to another HTML file, we will be using the concept of external CSS. In order to create this external CSS, we need to create a file with .css extension, and then we need to link that file to the HTML file. Now, priority of these type of CSS. Let's get back to the presentation and see them in clear. In most cases, larger and more complex projects benefit from external CSS due to its organization, scalability, and performance advantages. However, smaller projects or simple web pages or quick prototypes might find internal or inline CSS more convenient. It's also common to use a combination of these methods within a single project depending on the context of each style rule. Using the type of CSS is completely of your choice. To apply the same styling to the whole web content, we can use external CSS. And in that, you can use some inline CSS in some particular tags to apply styles to any of the particular text you need in the website. So you will understand this more clearly when you implement that yourself. So please try to practice and get in more handy with the CSS. That's it for this session. Thank you guys. This would surely help you in your journey of becoming a web developer. Stay curious, keep learning, and keep practicing. See you in the next video.